From insane flicks to an almost supernatural game sense, Coldzera is one of the greatest players in Counter-Strike history. But underneath all the flashy plays is a solid understanding of the fundamentals of CS. In this episode of Workshop, let's take a minute to understand Coldzera's crosshair placement and pre-aiming, and then go over the best ways to practice those techniques to improve your own game. In this game from the Epicenter Finals versus Stralis, we see Coldzera pushing up catwalk. Watch how he clears out ladder room. Notice how his crosshair is always at head level. Also notice how Coldzera clears out each angle by pre-aiming at where he thinks there could be an enemy before he makes the peek. He peeks each spot one at a time, while making sure not to over-peek and expose himself to a new angle. Trained players always keep their crosshair at head level and pre-aim peeks. That way, once an enemy appears, you're aiming as close as possible to their position and can shave milliseconds off your mouse adjustment time and remove chances for an error. If you're pre-aiming perfectly, all you'll have to do is hit fire. You'll also spot Coldzera shooting before he had a chance to actually see anyone. This is called a Prefire. Essentially, a Prefire is when you peek and shoot instantaneously. You're not actually seeing an enemy and reacting. Instead, preemptive aiming allows you to proactively shoot. If an enemy's there, chances are you'll score the frag before they even had a chance to react. You'll see both of these concepts, pre-aiming and pre-firing, over the course of this match. Coldzera consistently clears out ladder room the same way every time he pushes catwalk. He makes these motions a habit. After thousands of hours of gameplay, he knows how to move without overexposing himself, where the common places to play are, and how to abuse them by pre-firing. Scientifically, what's going on is that Coldzera has changed the reaction process in his brain. Without pre-aiming or pre-firing, your brain goes through what's known as a complex reaction, a process like moving into a peak, counter-strafing against that movement, and then firing at a specific location. If you commit angles and movements to muscle memory,
Look, I'm gonna kill him with Deagle right now. You ready?
you change the process to a simple reaction. There are plenty of training maps to help develop your game. The one I found most useful for training your pre-aim comes from Steam user TYESBER. TYESBER has custom pre-aim maps for every map in the competitive pool. Essentially, these maps will place a bot at all the common angles and spots CTs play. Your job is to move through the map and take out all the bots. It may be simple, but the map times your run through the course, creating a fun little minigame that'll help you learn all the angles and master pre-firing. As you run through the map more and more, you'll find that you're developing your own muscle memory, allowing you to hit those headshots without having to think about it. Once you get into the map, you'll see a selection screen. Shoot the area of the map you want to practice and you'll be teleported there. You'll then see a wall of guns to choose from, as well as some other options. You'll see 3 difficulty options in the top right of the board. Weak will equip all the bots with pistols, normal will see all the bots sporting SMGs, and strong will give them rifles. You'll also see a big button at the top that says all spawns. Without selecting this option, the map will load 11 bots into randomized spots on the site. If you turn on all spawns, the map will load bots into every spot available. Personally, when I'm practicing, I like to use the all spawns option along with strong bots. This way, I'm practicing every possible peek and learning how to move fluidly from peak to peak without overexposing myself to another angle. If I overpeak, there'll be a bot there with an M4 to punish me. By putting some time into these pre-fire maps, you'll definitely notice improvements in your game. You'll be more aware of where the common spots the CTs will be hiding, as well as how to punish them with a nice pre-fire. Counter-Strike is a game of quick reactions, and when we're looking at the pro level, a millisecond can mean the difference between taking off your opponent's head or having Reddit call for yours. With a lot of work on these pre-fire maps, you might find yourself putting up numbers at least a little closer to Coldzera's. Blitz Esports releases new CSGO videos every week. Subscribe so you don't miss a single one.